Alright there guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be talking about the anime movie Your Name. This movie is something special. Basically, this movie is my favourite anime movie that is not actually part of another series. So you know you have anime series that sometimes that series will have a movie on as well. And then there are studios that only make a movie that's not part of any other universe. So yeah, let's talk about Your Name. Your Name is the story of Taki and Mitsuru, where both of this guy and a guy and a girl, basically they wake up one day and they're in each other's body. They're controlling each other's body, but they still have the person's body they're controlling's voice, but they are the one, their mind is inside of the other person's body. And what makes this movie really cool is when they wake up the very next day back in their own bodies, they have no memory of what the other person did the day before when they were in each other's bodies. The entire movie's premise is those two are complete strangers, like they don't even know who each other are. But every time they become each other, every time they switch bodies, they learn more and more about each other as the movie progresses, and then they're trying to find each other. That's the premise of the movie. They're trying to find each other and meet. They go through some struggles throughout the movie trying to find each other. They text each other to communicate back and forth of what's happening. They become very confused each time they wake up in each other's body, and they have to be told by their family members what actually they have to do, or what they have done what they've done the previous day, because they are absolutely clueless. The story prevails to show a meteorite that 3 years from the current date those two started switching was going to hit, and they have to work together despite not knowing where either of each other live. They have to guess. They have to try and figure a way out to tell everybody that there's a meteor coming, and they have to do something about it. They have to get to safety. And it's a really, really well-crafted movie. And the fact that the movie is called Your Name is perfect. The title of the movie's name is perfect for the movie, because the two of them keep forgetting each other's name when they turn back into their own bodies. They keep forgetting the name of each other. So that makes their quest to search for each other even harder than it already was. But one thing that is great, one thing you can say is that when they're looking for each other, they happen to stumble across spots and different parts of the world that they've both interacted with. And the fact that they both interact with the same thing because their elders told them about it, allows them to briefly see each other, but they still aren't able to meet. But they still have to work together in order to stop a mass destruction from this meteorite. They manage to eventually stop it, and they still go about their normal lives, still trying to find each other. But when those two they feel like they're never going to find each other, so they think about giving up. And then they do give up trying to find each other because they think it is hopeless. They're never ever going to find each other. But right at the end of the movie, this would be a very, very interesting. This felt like a real cliffhanger to me. I feel like a Your Name 2 should be made because of this cliffhanger. About 5 years after they stopped looking for each other, they happened to be in the very same city and they walk past each other, but then and then something connects in their heads that makes them realize that they've just found each other. They both turn around, say their names, and they both instantly remember the other person's name from the 5 years prior when they were trying to find each other. And then the movie just ends. That is such a massive cliffhanger. I really, really think that a Your Name 2 should be made. Whichever studio made Your Name, make a sequel, a Your Name 2, because it would be cool, really, really cool to have Taki and Misuru together and actually interacting without having to use spiritual powers or swap to each other's bodies. Because they learned so much about each other despite never actually meeting until the very, very end of the movie. Your Name is a fantastic movie. It is currently the highest grossing anime movie of all time. I've told you before it was second. It was second to DBZ Resurrection F. That must be highest grossing in a single week, I think. That's what I think that actually is. Overall, throughout all the entire existence of the movie, it's the highest grossing anime movie of all time, with Spirited Away in second. And I am going to watch Spirited Away very soon, and I will have a video on that telling you guys how I felt about it, because Che and Rowan have both told me that's their favourite anime movie ever. So it's very intriguing. So I am going to check that out very, very soon. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, tell me in the comments if you enjoyed Your Name, if you've seen it, or if you haven't seen Your Name, I highly recommend you should. It's one of the best anime movies ever made. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, follow me on all my social medias, and until next time guys, catch you later.